Of company.
Tonight on Ctv3 News, tragedy hits the north as the 4 persons, including a mother and son, and the father and his 16-year-old son, lose their life in a traffic accident. In the south, an accident also proves fatal as 3 persons perish in a collision. 3 persons, 63-year-old Belito Moreno remains missing. His family fears the worst. And we take you further up north where the PUP holds convention in the Bay and North. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Monday, July 15th, 2024.
Is split between Greens aligned with Alicent and Eganot section and Blacks who support Rhaenyra in claiming the Iron Throne.
War is coming. Neither of us may win.
Pledge your allegiance. Watch House of Dragons Season 2 on Max.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
Good evening. With your news, also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. The families of 4 Orange Walk residents, including a 16-year-old minor, are tonight mourning their tragic deaths following a deadly collision over the weekend. The incident took place shortly before 7 on Sunday morning in the outskirts of Carmelita Village near Mile 45 on the Philip Coulson Highway. The incident involved the 2 vehicles, a gray Mitsubishi Montero Sport, which was being driven at the time by 41-year-old Cecilia de Jesus Arana. Traveling along with Arana was his 16-year-old son, Alan Arana. They were headed to Belize City to run an errand for a friend and were expected back home by midday. Along the way, the Aranas pick up Police Constable Andy Garcia, who was also headed to Belize City for work. Traveling in the opposite direction, heading towards Orange Walk Town, were the Che family in a black Pontiac Vibe being driven at the time by 39-year-old teacher of Palmar Village, Jesus Che. In the front passenger side of the vehicle was his younger brother, 37-year-old Gustavo Che, who was a teacher at Technical High School. Their mother, Angelita Che, was traveling in the back seat of the SUV. Information is that the family was returning from Belize City after dropping off a family member. Between mile 45 and 46 on the Philip Golson Highway, Chi reportedly lost control of the vehicle and swerved into the opposite lane where he crashed head-on into Arana's Montero Sport. The impact of the collision caused extensive damage to both vehicles and claimed 4 lives. At the scene, Cecilio Arana, along with his 16-year-old son, Alan Arana, succumbed to injuries received. Angelita Chi and the younger of the Chi brothers, Gustavo, also passed away from injuries sustained. Jesus Chi, along with police constable Andy Garcia, both received substantial body injuries, and they both remain in critical condition at the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. Police today confirmed that the matter is currently under investigation to determine if any charges will be levied in relation to this latest road fatality.
At the conclusion, police then visited the hospital where it was confirmed that Cecilia Arana, Aurora Chi, Gustavo Chi, and Alan Arana all passed away as a result of the fatal RTA. A police officer, Andy Garcia, received serious injuries and is being treated and is in critical condition at this time. This matter is under investigation. The scene was processed, sketch plan was drawn, and we will review the file thereafter to see who is at fault and if any charges will be levied. But all persons are receiving treatment at this time.
The families of both Jesus Chi and PC Angel Garcia are asking for blood donation as both men need life-saving surgeries. Donations can be made under each of their names at the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. The loss of 4 upstanding citizens in our community has left Orange Walk mourning. Both Gustavo Chi and his mother, Angelita, were known members of their community in Palmar. Gustavo had served as a dedicated educator at Orange Walk Technical High School since 2015. The entire facility and staff of the institution is now mourning his untimely passing. The school released a statement following Sunday's incident, writing, and we quote, the Orange Walk High School family is deeply heartbroken by the sudden departure of one of our own. Mr. Gustavo Chi has been part of our family since 2015, and his absence will undoubtedly leave a dent in our hearts. We will cherish the memories and lessons he shared with us and carry his teachings forward as a testament to his legacy. Rest in peace to our great educator, family, and friend, end quote. The secondary institution also mourns the passing of one of its newest graduates whose young life were also claimed by Sunday's deadly accident. The school remembers Alan Arana, writing, quote, Alan is a 2024 graduate of our school, a promising young life, an awesome, intelligent young man gone too soon. Our heartfelt condolences to his family and all his class friends who made his years fun. May his soul rest in peace and rise in glory, end quote. His father, Cecilia Arana, was a longtime employee of United Distributors here in Orange Walk Town, who today also joined in with the rest of the community in mourning the loss of 4 of our own. We here at Ctv3 News would like to extend a heartfelt condolence to both the Che and Arana family on the loss of their loved ones. Tonight, there are serious concerns about the whereabouts of an elderly man who has been missing since Thursday of last week. 63-year-old Belito Moreno was attending a church service in Blackwater Creek in the community of Trawl Farm on Thursday morning along with his wife and granddaughter when he wandered off and has not been located since. The elderly man reportedly left the church grounds to purchase a soft drink as he was thirsty. As soon as his family noticed that he was missing from the church, they began to look for him in the immediate area. However, he has vanished without a trace. Since then, his family has been searching for him but have been unsuccessful thus far.
Pues el jueves hubo servicio en la iglesia, voy en la iglesia, en el Ministerio Vino Celestial, por Blacuata. Ajá. Pues yo le invité, él fue conmigo, pues siempre lo he invitado, porque le digo que debe de buscar a Dios, porque como está enfermo, pues él se fue conmigo, siempre lo ha llevado, pero nunca se ha salido, pero ese día, pues lo invité yo y le aceptó, pues se fue conmigo. Pero en la hora de que sea a la adoración que estábamos haciendo, mi nieta andaba conmigo y me dice, mami, papá no está. Pues le dije, tal vez fue al baño, hija, le digo, tal vez voy a regresar. Pero pasó los minutos y nada, no viene. Pues cuando yo salí encontré a un señor en la portada y le pregunté, señor, le digo, ¿usted no ha visto un señor que salió acá? Sí, me dice, salió, me dice, pero vamos, que me dijo que tiene sed, que va a comprar un refresco. Me dijo. Pues en el mismo rato yo salí yo y mi nieta y le dije a un hermano de la iglesia que estaba ahí, y le digo, hermano, lléveme, le digo, a dar la vuelta todo por ahí para ver si busco a mi esposo. Le digo. Pues el Señor me llevó, dimos todas las vueltas, bajamos todo, donde siempre traficamos, dimos vuelta todo por el hospital, así regresamos, dimos vuelta y nada. Y mi nuera ya había salido también porque yo lo llamé antes de eso, que pues ya había pasado, yo lo llamé a ella, pues ella salió. Dieron toda la vuelta por allá, por el hospital, más adelante, donde están los chinos, las tiendas. Ellos salieron, nada, no lo encontraron. Al siguiente, pues toda la noche lo buscaron los chamacos porque salieron mis hijos. Y ahora, al siguiente día, que es viernes, nada, pues toda la noche no dormí. Ahora le digo a mi hija, ¿sabes qué? Le digo, yo creo que mejor lo subimos en las redes sociales, le digo, para que lo miren, le digo, porque si alguien lo vio, pues lo puede decir, lo puede ver, le digo, nos va a avisar. Pues así hicimos. Pero pasó el día, pasó nada, mis hijos siempre salen todos los días porque no tenemos otro.
The elderly man suffers from epilepsy and requires daily medication, causing his family to fear for his life as the days go by.
Porque él está enfermo, él necesita su tratamiento también que está agarrando. Yo le pido si lo ven, que por favor me lo traigan o que me los llamen, para que nosotros lo vayamos a buscar. Él tiene una camisa roja con rayas, el que se usa con un botoncitos acá. Con eso, ajá, con eso anda él y una chancla blanco. Bueno, pues el pantalón no estoy muy exacto, pero creo que es como negro con azulito, porque así, ajá. Pues ese fue el último día que yo lo vi de él, pues hasta ahorita. Pero yo le pido al público que por favor, si lo ven, que nos llamen. O que, pues, como yo digo, no, nosotros no tenemos transporte, necesitamos de su ayuda, del gobierno que nos ayude, el ministro que si nos puede ayudar para buscarlo.
Armed with very little resources to search for their loved one, his wife today issued an emotional plea to the public for assistance to help locate Belito before it is too late.
Ese mismo viernes mi hija le dije, ¿sabes qué, hijo? Le digo, mejor vayan a reportarlo. Pues bueno, pero hasta ahorita la policía pues no les ha dicho nada, pues pues siempre han salido ellos y nunca como que si la policía pues no está buscando o no tienen interés, digo yo, pues porque, pero yo ahorita pues yo primeramente Dios, como yo digo, primeramente Dios, yo le pido al ministro Gianni Briceño o Kevin Bernal que él por favor me ayuden a encontrar a mi esposo, porque pasan los días y yo presiento lo peor. Que yo les digo a mis hijos, si lo busco vivo o muerto, sé que lo busco, porque sé que lo voy a ver. Pero si ellos también no me tienden la mano, pues ya mis hijos no pueden hacer nada tampoco. Pero les doy gracias al público porque siempre me han ayudado, siempre me han llamado, pues yo le pido al público otra vuelta que por favor si lo ven, que me ayuden, que me digan a donde él se encuentre.
Anyone with information on the whereabouts of 63-year-old Belito Moreno is asked to kindly contact the nearest police station or his family at phone number 665-7521. On Sunday afternoon, a young man in Corozal town was grazed by a bullet that was presumably released from the firearm of a police officer that was patrolling in the area of Skeleton Town in Corozal. He has been identified as Vince Young, who apparently has no family but has friends in the area. A concerned resident called our news team that was covering the conventions in Corozal around 4:30 p.m. to share what had happened to Young. When we arrived at the location, we learned that 24-year-old Young was at the police station earlier because of a bicycle issue.
Officers then said I want to talk to this man now. Me and this man have gone to the station together. When we reached the station, to be frank with you know, the officers then they said make you sit down and then they asked him about one bike. The bike when they asked him about my bike, my purple bike. I'm gone earlier because I'm gone earlier, no really report. But I'm gone for like, you know, to see if the man be there with my bike and so. Then tell me the man not there. Really actually make a tell about the officers and I will then do it this man now. And be frank with everybody. In the whole I believe. The officers they always try to take this man out from a small level like the man don't really have nobody will help out here. You understand? So one time they feel that they could do anything boss man. And be frank with you. And they're not like that man. You know? The man don't really have nobody for back up on. But make I show you something, right? The man got this I think family right there, Skeleton Town. If you notice good, this is the man's whole family.
And your name that Vince?
Vince Young.
Yeah.
And you're 20? 24 years old.
So today I give back my bike. See my bike right there, purple bike? I give back my bike because I'm lending the man the bike, see? So now the officer asked me if I want a person on charge. I tell him no, I want a person on charge so when I need the bike and come back. You know? So me and him gone the station. Right?
Okay.
And the man booking himself. I know I lie, you know. The man booking himself. And really and truly, the man asked if they're going to charge run. No charge not there for the man.
I'm going to shot on your head?
Yes. Everybody
or was it a graze? And when you get shot, they may have people around you?
No, but nobody wrong.
What part they happen exactly?
Right back here, so I don't know where.
You nobody wrong to Harriet?
By me again, the way what me was bad back.
We are the gunshot there.
We are the gunshot, yes.
Yeah, that time. Well, I don't really know the street, but I right back here, so.
Tell me about what.
And then one time I don't know.
All has to do with that bike that.
Yeah, one bike. So that time. One time they don't put me for sit down, the one where I tell about it and the thing, he walk up into me, ask no question, he kick me hard in my face, hard. I swing him 2 times, and then I drop, knock out. I tell him that time he start beat up me. So that time when I get back, I tell him, I get shot in my head. Please carry me to the hospital. They said, shot in your head? And that time one, and they kick me on my side. I stay right there, so I can't do nothing, they handcuff up me and they carry me out of the truck, slam me out of the truck, and carry me.
Young did not lodge a formal police report on the incident. Ctv3 News has confirmed that Young spoke about the issue with the officer in charge of the Corozal formation, where he clarified to the officer that he was not shot at by police, but in fact he was hit with the butt of a gun. Young, we understand, has opted that the officer who hit him be spoken to by his superiors. His injuries were classified by a medical doctor as wounding. The matter has been sent to the Professional Standards Branch to follow up for internal action. The name of the officer who is reportedly the one to hit Young has not been released. Tragedy struck our County Toledo district on Friday night when a head-on collision claimed the lives of 3 family members. Police revealed today that alcohol and a risky overtaking maneuver were key factors in the devastating crash. Josh Tosh, 51, the driver of a Toyota pickup, was confirmed to have been drinking prior to the accident. He was attempting to overtake a motorcycle on the highway when he collided head-on with a Ford F-350 driven by Emilio Lezama, 43. The impact resulted in the immediate death of Jose Tosh, while his daughter, Renieta, 17, was thrown from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene. 5-year-old Michael later succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. Others involved in the accident are still receiving medical treatment. Police investigations are ongoing as authorities work to piece together the full sequence of events leading up to the tragic incident. Our thoughts are with the family and friends of the victims during this difficult time. And then on Sunday morning, an accident also occurred on the George Price Highway near Harmonyville as Bernard Sylvianstein, a 59-year-old resident of Franks Eddy Village in the Cayo district, lost his life in a devastating accident involving a police officer. According to reports, Francis Rodriguez Jr., a police officer from St. Matthews Village, was driving his black 4Runner heading from east to west. At about 1 a.m., Rodriguez saw a red and black ATV parked directly in the middle of the highway. Rodriguez says that to avoid collision, he swerved sharply, but unfortunately, he was unable to prevent his vehicle from striking the ATV. The impact of the collision caused the ATV's driver, Steen, to be thrown from the ATV, resulting in fatal injuries that tragically claimed his life. Coming up next, the Nettie Johnson Memorial Scholarship marks the life of another student. Stay tuned.
On July 26th, the world's eyes turned to Paris to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. Get ready to cheer on your nation. Experience the biggest moments wherever you are on Express Plus app. Sign up today.
Snackers chips are more than just a snack. They're a proud product of Belize. Sourced from corn grown in Cayo's lush valleys, then crafted with care and packaged to perfection by Belizeans. When you choose Snackers, you're choosing the taste of home and flavors you'll love. Snackers, done right, done here.
On Sunday, July 14, 2024, the Peoples held two conventions to elect its standard bearers for the Corozal North and the Corozal Bay, who will represent the party in the next general election scheduled for 2025. In Corozal North, 3 candidates vied for the seat, while 2 females, sitting Minister Elvie Vega Samos and well-known PUP supporter Thea Garcia Ramirez, courageously faced each other for the Corozal Bay constituency. Our news team was out in both areas the entire day until the winners were announced. We start our coverage in the Corozal Bay constituency.
In what is being deemed as one of the largest conventions held by the People's United Party due to the unprecedented voter turnout, Thea Julissa Garcia Ramirez has etched her name as the new standard bearer for the People's United Party in Corozal Bay. Garcia Ramirez defeated Area Representative Elvia Vega Samos by 1,799 to 1,174 votes, with 56 votes spoilt in yesterday's convention, which saw a record 3,029 votes cast. With polls opening at 9 a.m., a throng of supporters from both camps, dressed in royal blue for Elvie and white and blue t-shirts for Garcia Ramirez, made their way to the polling station located at the St. Francis Xavier RC School. While the incumbent Elvia Vega Samos declined as an interview, she did speak to her colleagues at 7 News, expressing confidence as the polls closed.
We've been working from the open the polls. We haven't stopped, and I truly believe in my heart that the people have come out again to give me that support. I truly believe that.
Would you be able to speak on any reason why we tend to see more activity happening that side as opposed to this side?
I wouldn't say more activities happening there. What I see a lot of people, out-district people over there from other districts, and so it's not more activity. I beg to differ there.
In regard to the Garcia Ramirez camp, the machinery was obviously flexing its muscle, ensuring that all solid votes make it to the polling station.
I'm feeling very confident. I am feeling overwhelming support. I am feeling the love from Corozal Bay. Unless I have really misjudged and really read all the signals wrong, we're going to be victorious at the end of the day. What I like is that we have a lot of participation from the community. That for us means that the POP is alive and well in Corozal. We wanted to see if we could have like maybe about 3,000 people come out for the convention, but the rain did affect a little bit the time, because we have a lot of free zone workers that start their work day at 9. Sunday is a big day in the free zone. It's not an off day. And so those people, you know, there's a bit of problems for them to leave at 9. You know, so if we would have started at 7, we would have had more participation overall.
But perhaps one of the strongest shows of support Garcia Ramirez received yesterday was that of Ingrid Vega, the wife of the late Dido Vega, the brother of the sitting minister Vega Samos. Ingrid Vega and her daughter arrived at the polling area wearing a Thea Garcia Ramirez t-shirt, something surely no one expected. So why the switching of sides? She wants her husband's legacy to become reality, says Vega.
It's not the internal fights or anything. We all have those, right? But at the end of the day, I personally endorsed Miss Samos the last time. I personally endorsed her because I believe that she would have done what my husband would have wanted.
Okay.
And the legacy needed to happen. And obviously, it's been 3 years and I don't see that as yet. So I have the right, I guess, to choose my candidate for today. And it's like anybody else. If they think that we need to change and there's a change, then we need to make that change. And today, that's why I'm here. I believe that, and as is, if Miss Thea Garcia not do what I need to do, if in my eyes, then I'll give somebody else that opportunity the next time. So nobody will make me not wear a shirt. I am a POP. I've been a POP. Nobody will tell me not to come here today and cast my vote. I believe that I needed to be here to cast my vote. I've never not worn a POP shirt, so why not wear it? The one that I want to show my support for.
At the end of the day, everybody has the right to choose which candidate they want to choose. I know my brother Dido was a warrior for the people. I know my mother raised us to always look out for others. And I know my brother is smiling down from heaven and happy for the response from our people today.
When we spoke with Ms. Ingrid, she said that one of the reasons why she decided to go with a different candidate is because she thinks that the work that her brother wanted to deliver to the people was not being fulfilled by you.
Well, that is an opinion, Jo Marie. I know many people from Corozal Bay would disagree with that. You know, LV has been working from day one. There has been a lot of undermining, a lot of tribulations put in front of me. And in the same manner, it was done with my brother. And my brother did not give up, and I will not give up as well. I will fight to the end for them, for our people.
And as childhood friends and Corozaleños first and foremost, Garcia Ramirez accepted Vega's support with open arms.
A lot of people don't know, like in the wider Belizean public, but Ingrid, Dido, and I, we went to school together. Corozal is a very, very small community. We went to high school, we went to sixth form together. We've known each other our entire lives. So it's not hard to pick up back where you left from because there is history there. And while politically we may not have always seen eye to eye and we were probably on opposite sides of the political arena, we are still Corozaleños. You have to at some point then with that loss, and so you have to really dig deep. And I think what happens is that we realize that life is short, life is fleeting, and you have to make the most of it while here. There is a lot of history there. There is no animosity between us. And when we spoke about incorporating some of those elements that Dido wanted for Corozal. Well, Dido was a huge advocate for two things, for sports and education. And so moving beyond today, I will try to engage with her again and ask her to participate in however she feels comfortable, because, you know, we have to respect that as well. so that she can come on board and help us to work on something that he would have liked.
After the polls closed and the last person in line cast his or her vote, the counting commenced. But even before the results were divulged, Elvia Vega Samos conceded defeat by walking out of the counting room. From there, it was not long after that the chairman of the People's United Party, Henry Charles Usher, declared Garcia Ramirez victorious.
Receiving 1,174 ballots, Ms. Elvia Vega Samos, and receiving 1,799 votes, Mrs. Thea Garcia Ramirez, our new standard bearer for the People's United Party in the Corozal Bay constituency. Congratulations, Thea. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear
to work for the achievements
of
the aims and objectives
of
the peaceful constructive Belizean revolution, to support the principles policies and programs of the People's United Party, to abide by the Constitution, discipline and decisions of the People's United Party, to vote for and encourage others to vote for all candidates of the People's United Party in all elections, and not to be a member or supporter of any other political party or organization whose philosophy, ideology, principles, policies or programs are contrary to or inconsistent with those of the People's United Party. So help me God. A round of applause, please, for our new in the Corozal Bay constituency.
Garcia Ramirez, in her victory speech, called on her defeated opponent to join hands and work to keep the seat blue in the next general elections.
Again, I want to thank each and every one of the over 3,000 party supporters in the Corozal Bay who came out to cast their vote today. Under the rain, under the hot sun, you all came out. Thank you, each and every one. I want to, first off, thank my team, thank my campaigners, my working committee, who have stood beside me and have worked alongside me and who have encouraged me to keep working. I want to thank also my opponent's team, my opponent, Honorable Elvia Vega Samos, with whom I will reach out to. And I'm reaching out to her and her team now to ask them to join us to keep Corozal Bay blue. We have the seat.
As mentioned, Garcia Ramirez secured 1,799 votes, winning the convention by a whopping 625 votes. Elmer Cornejo, Ctv3 News.
In the area of Corozal North, David Castillo, Einstein Boden, and Ivan Valencia fought tooth and nail to garner the confidence of voters and have their name placed on the ballot paper for the general elections. At the end of counting, David Castillo emerged victorious, obtaining more than 900 votes. Here is that story.
In the area of Corozal North, 3 men contested the coveted seat of standard bearer for the People's United Party. David Castillo, Dr. Einstein Boden, and Ivan Valencia. The Mary Hill RC School was the designated location for the convention, and a flurry of activity ensued as voters crowded their camp tents.
Being new to politics, we have been having some challenges getting everything organized in the morning, but with time, eventually we got ourselves put together and things starting to move on quite positively. The people are coming in gradually and they are very responsive, so I think that with time, everything is getting up to pace.
As you see, David Castillo team is the more massive team. It's a team. It's the only team that is taking out the people at the moment. And it's a team that is ready to win. And
but David, are you saying then that your win is almost certain? Because remember, not because I wear on David Castillo shirt, that means I'll vote for you, or no?
I am confident. My team also are confident. We should pull out true victory today. It's because it doesn't started today. This thing started years back.
In the end, when the ballots were counted, David Castillo was able to triumph the convention.
I want to thank Dr. Einstein Bowden for his candidacy, Mr. Ivan Valencia for his candidacy, and Mr. David Castillo. But I also want to thank the persons who worked with all of these candidates to bring out the voters to make sure that democracy prevailed in our great People's United Party. This is a great day for Corozal North. It is a great day for the People's United Party, and of course, we have to give thanks to God for this wonderful day that we had here in Corozal North. Receiving 173 votes, Dr. Einstein Bowden, and a round of applause for Dr. Einstein Bowden. Receiving 352 votes, Mr. Ivan Valencia, and a round of applause for Mr. Ivan Valencia. They got one more? Oh, all right. And receiving 954 votes, Mr. David Castillo, who is our standard bearer for the Corozal North area for the People's United Party, PUP. We will now swear in David as our standard bearer for Corozal North, and certainly I want to express my congratulations to David, my congratulations to all of you who came out here to support David, to support our party, and to make sure that we are a democratic party and we make sure that we are going to win here in Corozal North.
While there was not an impressive large turnout, a total of 1,498 persons cast their ballots. Out of that amount, David Castillo was able to convince 954 voters to once more give him the opportunity to represent them in the next general elections. After the party chairman announced his victory, David Castillo was sworn in as the newly PUP elected standard bearer for Corozal North.
I do solemnly swear to work for the achievements
of
the aims and objectives
the aims and objectives
of the peaceful, constructive Belizean revolution. To support the principles, policies and programs of the People's United Party. To abide by the Constitution. Discipline and decisions. Of the People's United Party. To vote for. And encourage others to vote. For all candidates. Of the People's United Party. In all elections. And not to be a member or supporter. Of any other political party. Or organization. Whose philosophy. Ideology. Principles. Policies or programs. Are contrary to. Or inconsistent with. Those of the People's United Party. So help me God. A round of applause, please, for our new standard bearer here in Corozal North, Mr. David Castillo.
We'd like to thank Secretariat for conducting this peaceful convention today to elect a new PUP standard bearer for Corozal North. Their input was very crucial and important. Also the police, the media, and those that also participated. Today, democracy prevailed in Corozal North, and the people spoke. The people have expressed their wishes, and with that, guys, the work continues. We need to continue working for the people of Corozal North. We have started the work here in Corozal North, and we will continue the work until we deliver Corozal North come next year, and we will be victorious. So thank all of you all, to you, to all the PUP village councils, the Corozal North Executive and all the village PUP working committees, you all that have been behind me, that believe in my leadership, I thank you all very much. Thank you all very much for your support. And vamos adelante con el Partido Unido del Pueblo, PUP!
David Castillo now heads off to the next general elections where he is to face off seasoned sitting area representative Hugo Pat. Elmer Cornejo, Ctv3 News.
The Nettie Johnson Memorial Scholarship was established back in 2021 following the passing of former educator, politician, and beloved Orange Wacania, Miss Nettie Inez Johnson. The scholarship fund was created by Miss Nettie's children as a form of honoring her memory as a dedicated educator who believed greatly in the importance of education as well as community development and service. Since its inception, the fund adopts one student who is then guided and assisted financially throughout their 4 years of high school. This year, one more lucky recipient was added to the list, while the other 3 also received $1,000 to continue their studies.
This year marked the 4th anniversary of the Nettie Johnson Memorial Scholarship Program, and over the weekend, the foundation that oversees the program offered another young student the opportunity to further her education through the donation of a high school scholarship. This year's recipient is 13-year-old Zaidaly Wright. This weekend, she joined previous recipients Ezekiel Wade, Amy Stacy Zul, and Yareli Chan, who were handed over a check for $1,000 each. For the Johnson family, being able to successfully carry out the program for the past 4 years is an enormous feat which they attribute to the dedicated sponsors and supporters of the fund.
One of the nice things about it has been basically from things like this, where we get the coverage from you guys. We've been able, through the help of my wife Karina, she's got the website started and all of that, and we've been able to put it on social media in the States and stuff like that. So we continue to get donors, and this year we were very happy when you were reached out to us to say, hey, could we help to do some donations, and that too in the form of computers for the students as they got their scholarships this year too. So we want to continue to do more things like that. But it's basically kind of been from things like this. I mean, the help that even this people seeing this newscast or something like that, and then say, hey, I'd like to help back home.
The amount that you give to each recipient as they go, of course, reaching another level in their education.
So they get $1,000 a year. Every year it's $1,000 to cover their tuition, first of all, and then small little incidentals, the other, little things like uniform, books, things like that we help them with. So every year they get that same amount as they go every year. We started now with another initiative to help them with their school lunches, whether they eat at school or if they have to go back and forth home and stuff like that. So we started with a stipend both at the beginning of the school year in September, and then we give them another stipend in January after the holidays and stuff like that.
Yareli Chan was the very first recipient of the Nettie Johnson Scholarship in 2021, as she was beginning her high school journey. With the assistance given to her through the scholarship fund, Yareli is now preparing to enter her senior year of high school at Muffles College High School. Seeing the impact of the fund towards the educational journey of all its recipients, Johnson says his family is looking at how they can assist these students even beyond high school.
We haven't thought about maybe extending it, but we thought about maybe making it just be part of what it is, maybe the tuition going as far as you want to go. So maybe not just stopping at sixth form. My wife Karina came up with the idea that once they win, let's just help them until they stop going to school, And so we're thinking that maybe not only helping Yareli, because Yareli is doing very well, and she's a senior. We hope that we have a nice graduation for her this year. But we're also hoping that if she goes to sixth form, we can assist her. If she goes on to get her bachelor's or whatever and stuff like that, we would like to see that we can help. The nice thing about it is that how we can, when we advertise or we put this out on social media, and I get the help and do the advertising and stuff like that, how Venetians are saying, hey, what can I do to help? And so if we extend to more things like that, I think we could do it. I really do.
The hope, according to Johnson, is for the scholarship fund to continue to grow and offer more students the opportunity to achieve higher education.
I mean, yes, it is about education. Mom always thought that, the way that you get ahead in life is through education. In life, life is not easy for any of us. And she would always tell me, Jimmy, in life they could take away anything from you, but if you get your education, they cannot take that away from you. That's the one thing that it will help, and it opens doors for you, right? And so we want to see that these 4 students, and in the future as we continue to do this, that the doors are open for them too.
This year, the 4 recipients also received a laptop courtesy of well-known community member Candice Ellis. Reporting for Ctv3 News, Norma Ruiz.
And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
Choose a side.
We fight for our queen!
Declare for the Greens or for the Blacks.
Hold to your courage for the one true King Aegon!
Driven by family feuds, the Targaryen civil war in House of the Dragon is split between Greens aligned with Alicent and Egonid section and Blacks who support Rhaenyra in claiming the Iron Throne.
War is coming. Neither of us may win.
Pledge your allegiance. Watch House of Dragons Season 2 on Max.
On July 26th, the world's eyes turn to Paris to watch the 2024 Olympic Games. Get ready to cheer on your nation. Experience the biggest moments wherever you are on Express Plus app. Sign up today.
The 65th series of meetings of the Assemblies of the Member States of the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, is being held at the WIPO headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland from July 9 to the 17th, 2024. The Belize delegation comprises of Ms. Kay King, Deputy Registrar, and Ms. Svetlana Middleton, Patent Officer of the Belize Intellectual Property Office, BELIPO. Today, BELIPO and WIPO entered into collaboration through the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU. This partnership aims to provide alternative dispute resolution ADR options, particularly mediation for intellectual property IP and technology-related disputes in Belize through the WIPO Arbitration and Mediation Center, WIPO Center. BELIPO recognizes the potential usefulness of ADR as a private means of resolving disputes. The neutrality, flexibility, and expertise offered by ADR are particularly suited to the needs of the parties involved. This collaboration seeks to promote specialized IP and technology ADR in Belize. Under this new initiative, BELIPO will offer a voluntary mediation option to parties involved in trademark oppositions pending before BELIPO, utilizing mediation under the WIPO mediation rules. The collaboration includes efforts to raise awareness of ADR for IP disputes, assist BELIPO with ADR case administration, including co-administration, training of neutrals, and online case administration tools, and participate in the development of model R&D agreements that include ADR options. Today, BELIPO expressed its gratitude to the government of Belize and the Attorney General, Honorable Anthony Sylvester, for their support in achieving this significant milestone. Today, Belize and Cuba are celebrating 29 years of diplomatic relations. Belize's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said that it looked forward to strengthening our enduring ties and fostering even closer cooperation in the years ahead. Belize and Cuba have cultivated a strong friendship rooted in cooperation, shared values, and mutual respect. Cuba's culture and art have permeated Belize's society through cooperation efforts and educational initiatives. Through the long-standing partnership in education, over 100 students have benefited from annual scholarship programs at Cuban universities. Belize's public health system has also benefited from the integration of Cuban medical specialists, technicians, and nursing officers. These initiatives continue to provide further depth and dimension to Belize-Cuba relations. The people and government of Belize recognize the 29-year-old diplomatic relationship between Belize and Cuba and look forward to the continuation of collaboration based on the shared vision for the well-being of citizens, strengthening of the region, and representation internationally. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Tuesday, July 16th here on Ctv3 and the Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read the text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at Ctv3 News BZ. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at Ctv3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.